Scott Liddycoat has lane 1. Brian Perkins is in lane 2. Jesse Robertson in lane 3. Out in lane 4, it's the piston boat with Jimmy King. Tommy Thompson way on the outside. Turning left, Steve David. The time looks pretty good.
It'll be a fast start, I think. Yep. Right on the marks, basically 9 seconds. The inside's a little early. The outside guy should be okay. 5, 3,
2, 1.
About a
mark.
Second late, maybe. The
Very
outside
hard to tell
boat.
from here. Liddycoat did not hold the lead. I believe Brian Perkins moved out ahead of him.
Boy, there's an outside boat really running, Steve.
Getting into the turn now, we'll be able to see the boat on the inside and who is off to his right. The start is under review, Steve. It was closer than we thought.
Yep.
So we're not sure yet about the start.
Home Street Bank coming out ahead, but way outside.
Look at Jimmy King. He has the red boat really rolling on the outside. He has white boats off to his left. Coming right toward us now, you see Jimmy King. He's in about lane 3, and he is leading the field. That was a tremendous first turn for Jimmy King, Steve.
A ton of speed coming into this turn, but look at lane 1 and 2. Nobody's got room to move over on anybody yet. So Jimmy's got to stay out. The inside boat's got to stay tight.
Jimmy King rocketing through turn 2 for the first time.
Now watch coming out of this turn, though, Steve. Watch, look at the inside lane. There goes
Scott
the 9.
Liddycoat. Scott Liddycoat took over the lead.
Looks like his engine was just fine after that salt yesterday. The 3's going to have more chute speed going up, but the 9's got the benefit of being in the inside.
And now Brian Perkins is in a little bit of a bad spot. He's in lane 2, and there are 2 boats ahead of him. His lane is going to get very narrow through this turn. We'll try to keep an eye on him. Liddycoat on the inside, using the short course to take the lead away from Jimmy King, who ran a tremendous first lap. But now the leader is the 811 Big. Scott Liddycoat in the 9 went a little wide on the exit.
Home Street Bank right next to him, Steve. Here's the advantage. You got 2.5 miles. If you're in lane 1, it's a 2.5 mile course. You're out 50 feet. You got to add a lot of distance to that, but Jimmy's going to use his speed down the straightaway. The 9 has the advantage of lane 1. This is going to be a top speed race, but the 9's sticking right with him. The 811 is hauling buggies.
Scott Liddycoat and Jimmy King side by side into turn 2 for the second time. Brian Perkins fell back a little bit, got into some rough water. Fourth place now is Tom Thompson coming by.
We're missing the 7, Steve. I think the 7 broke down along the course somewhere.
So Jesse Robertson is somewhere way down at the other end of the race course in that dark boat. We have finished 2 laps. Liddycoat the leader, Jimmy King right beside him, though. A great boat race here into turn 1 for the final time.
Boy, and here's the advantage of lane 1. And they were so afraid this engine, Steve, had gotten cooked yesterday in the salt water. The 9, he's just not giving up. He's running hard. The 3's running as hard as he can next to them. This is going to be a top-end race down the straightaway.
This is Scott Liddycoat's best heat of racing since joining the Jones Racing team, Steve. This is really looking good, but he still has Jimmy King on his right. Look at this drag race coming right toward us.
Home Street has got him on top end, but 811 has got the advantage of the inside lane, and Scott is driving his heart out, as is Jimmy King. That's an unlimited hydroplane race, Steve.
End of the turn, you see the advantage on the inside. As soon as they turn left, Liddycoat moves out a little bit, but Jimmy King will hammer it down to start finish and try to take over. I believe Liddycoat is going to be able to hold him off, Steve.
Boy, lane advantage on that one. Jimmy King had top end speed, but you got to have 5+ miles an hour to be able to beat something inside. The 7 picked up again. Something happened. He's back running again, Steve, but he's got a couple laps to make up.